is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. They get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Got it. Has the first down and more. They bring them down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's got the 40. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. That's reeled in. It's Hale. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made after a
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were. They're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hale. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Important third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? And look at the quick cut. They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Dropping back. It's Russell. Trying to create here on the move. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He could go. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Gets it out quickly to the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split east and
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes, and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
And 1st down, they go right back to him. He shreds the tackle. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Russell. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Young. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this 1st quarter. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here, both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it, it's Miller. Mussini able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with. offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
It moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of it.
Here he goes. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. Wants to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Pressure is coming. Nice grab. It's Hale. Quick spin on the run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw. It's Russell. A short completion of the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. An inside deals now from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
A gain makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Caught quickly. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets up 1st and goal, the 8.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, tie.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Play action here on first down. Moves left out of the pocket. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. QB bootlegs here. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Russell. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Anderson. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Now it's second down here. the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the game just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, LSU. There was no catching him that time.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
PAT makes it a 17-7 game. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Looking for some space. It's Miller. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Russell. Fastball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
To bootleg here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. To throw, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it further manageable? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Watkins. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a game there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. 3rd down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Looking to throw it again. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Touchdown, Alabama. A great catch and run for 6. This is an honest sign for LSU. The Crimson Tide beginning to really roll now, Kirk, and pull away here.
Chris, we thought this would be a highly contested game with both these teams typically at the top of the SEC standings, but give Alabama a lot of credit. Everything going their way today.
Make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about it over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Here's the throw deep downfield. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. First down, looking for more now. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
First down, right back to the running game. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Russell. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. This offense really clicking.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Hunt over the middle. It's sharp.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And as we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Man, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
He breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Catch made on the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Bama. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, up and good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here comes the bunch formation.
What's another incompletion? Just something's missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's sharp.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And the point after is right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.
Here we go. Right.
Leaning on the run game here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Looking for a receiver. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Who called this one? Interesting call by, I guess, the offensive coordinator. Hands it off to the tight end, and I respect his ability, but I'm not surprised it didn't gain many yards.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Double. Black 14.
Dropping back. It's Russell. It's a dart to the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. And it's a long distance score. Touchdown, Tide.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The Hansen able to corral that one, and that should just about do it. The offense can kneel down and wrap up the victory.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.